Hello friends, this is Dr. Monica Thakre and today I am going to start our paper Environmental Microbiology and Bioinstrumentation, and our today's topic of discussion is microbiology of soil. In previous lecture we have seen a brief introduction about our paper. Now we will start our topic. So very first is the what is the formation of soil. So how that soil is formed. So formation takes many years. Soil formation takes also many various processes. So with the action of wind or rain, that soil undergo disintegration or decomposition to form the soil, and it mainly occur because of some physical weathering and some chemical weathering. A number of natural forces called the agents works to break down the parent rock into the tiny particles that is called the soil. This agent includes the wind, water, sun heat, and plants and animals. These pieces get further broken down to form the sand, sleet, and ultimately into the fine particle, and the process is continuous, and this process is very slow. It takes thousands of years to form just 1 centimeter of layer of soil. These fine particles form to form a layer of soil. So in this way the formation of soil takes place. Now what is the composition of soil? So mainly that soil is the admixture of 5 components. These 5 components are, very first is the mineral, or it is also called the inorganic matter. Then second is the organic matter. Third is the soil gases. Fourth is the soil water, and fifth is the soil microorganism. So one by one we will see. So very first component is the mineral or inorganic matter. So generally that mineral or inorganic matter is derived from the parent rock or bedrock through the process of decomposition or disintegration and weathering processes. So different type of inorganic component containing various mineral are present in the soil. Some abundant or dominant mineral present in the soil are silicon, aluminium, and iron, while some trace amount of mineral present in the soil are carbon, calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. So second one is the organic matter. So it is derived from the organic residue of plant and animal in the soil. So organic matter serves not only the source of food for the microorganism, but it supplies the energy for the vital processes of the metabolism. So organic matter in the soil is the potential source of nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur for the plant growth. And proportion of organic matter in the soil is ranges from 3 to 6% of the total volume of soil. Now third component is the soil water, and we know that mainly that soil water is comes from two main sources. First is the rainwater, and second is the irrigation. Soil water serves solvent for the carrier of nutrients for the plant growth, means roots supplies a nutrient to the whole plant body with the help of that soil water. So soil microorganisms present in the soil are also require water for their metabolic activities. Soil water thus indirectly affect the plant growth. Percentage of soil water is 25% of total volume of soil. Okay, now next point is the soil layer. Also we can say that the soil gases. Soil is lower in oxygen and higher in carbon dioxide because carbon dioxide is continuously recycled by the microorganism during the process of decomposition of organic matter. So soil air comes from the external atmosphere and contain nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and some water vapor. Soil aeration plays important role in plant growth and microbial population and microbial activities in the soil. Now fifth component is the soil microorganism. This is the main component because soil is the excellent and the good culture medium for the growth of microorganism. So we always say that soil is the heterogeneous culture media for the growth of microorganism. Soil is not an inert static material but a medium pulsating with life. Soil is now believed to be dynamic or living system for the growth of microorganism. Now after that we will see the what is this exact soil profile. So mainly that soil profile contain the three horizon, means three layers are there, and each layer is called the horizon. And total there are the four layers. Okay, but mainly there are the three layers. So uppermost layer is the O horizon. So that O horizon is the top or the top or the uppermost. That is called the organic layer of soil, made up of mostly leaf litter and the humus. And humus, you mean that is the decomposed organic matter, that is called the humus. That humus is generally present on the O horizon, means uppermost layer of the soil. Now below that there is the A horizon. That O horizon generally cannot count in the soil profile because it's the uppermost layer. Okay. So after that there is the A horizon. It's referred to the upper layer of soil nearest the surface. It is the commonly known as topsoil. The horizon A horizon has a layer of dark composed organic material known as humus, such as the fallen leaves and twigs. Horizon A provides the plants with the nutrients they need for their life. This layer is in which most biological activities occurs. You learn that the microbial association. So um, most microbial association generally occur in the horizon A because all the roots are present in the horizon A. Now, second is the horizon B. Low organic matter is present in the horizon B, and therefore there is much less humus. The B horizon is commonly referred as subsoil and consists of the mineral which may contain the concentration of clay or minerals such as the iron, aluminium oxides, or the organic material moved by their leaching. They may also have stronger color than the horizon A because as we go from top to bottom, the color intensity may get increases. Then after that, uh, horizon C. So horizon C consists of mostly weatherized rock. This C horizon also contains the parent material. It forms the framework of soil. The A and B layers are formed by these layers. That is the C layer. Now here you can see the picture of soil profile. So uppermost is the topsoil, and below that there is the subsoil, and below that parent rocks. Okay, so in this way there is the soil profile, and uppermost layer is the horizon O, which contain the leaf litter or humus. Now, very last component present in the soil is microorganism in the soil. It is believed that microorganisms are present in the soil because it's a food for them. Soil are the excellent good culture media for the growth of microorganism. That's why there is various type of microorganism found in the soil. In general, majority of microorganisms are found in the upper 6 to 12 inches of soil, and the number decreases with the depth. Means as we go from top to bottom, so that number of microorganism get decreases. Why? Because at upper layer there is the high amount of humus. As we go bottom, so that humus get decreases because at the below, at the horizon C, there is only big rocks are present. Then so in this way, that color intensity also get uh, increases. So number and kind of organism found in the soil depends upon the nature of soil, depth, season of year, state of cultivation, organic matter, temperature, moisture, irrigation, etc. Cultivation of soil has a relatively more population of microorganisms than the fallow land, and the soil rich in the organic matter contains much more population than the sandy and the erode soil. Microbes in the soil are the important to us to maintain the soil fertility and productivity, because we know that the generally biofertilizers, role of biofertilizers. Okay, now uh, in the biosphere and the source of industrial products such as the enzyme, antibiotics, vitamins, hormones, organic acid, etc. At the same time, content of soil, microbes are the causative agent of the human and plant diseases. Then last, soil contains the several diverse group of microorganisms, but the important among them are the some aerobic bacteria and some anaerobic bacteria. The percentage of aerobic bacteria is 70% and anaerobic bacteria are 30%. Then second one is the actinomyces. The 13% of actinomyces are present in the soil. Then fungi and mold. So 3% of fungi and mold equal present in the soil. Then other algae, protozoa and viruses are present in the soil. The percentage of that is 0.2 to 0.8%. So this is about the soil. So what is soil? We have seen the what is soil, then formation of soil, then various horizon or layers of soil and component of soil. So in this way we have completed the one topic here. Thank you so much.